Enough. Since when did enough mean that you're perfect? That we all had to be perfect? Girls transforming their skin into bones by sucking in, cutting their skin to release the sins that aren't theirs, using two fiery sticks and putting them down a tube to create explosion in our stomachs to get rid of our feelings. Since when did slim mean that you're perfect and muscles meant that you're tough?
Yep.
Can count the years on the pen that we've been together. I meet the other one about you. Make you feel better. It's not a walk in the park to love each other. But when our fingers interlock, can't deny that. 'Cause after all this time, I'm still into you. I should be over all the butterflies. I'm into you, baby, even on our worst nights. I'm into you. I don't wonder how we got this far. So I don't really need to wonder at all. After all this time, I'm still into you. Recount the night that I first met your mother. And on the drive back to my house, told you that I loved ya. You felt the weight of the world fall off your shoulder. And to your favorite song, you sang along to the sound of the leather. 'Cause after all this time, I'm still into you. I should be over all the butterflies. I'm into you.
Do you want to keep going or do you want to start over? It's up to you.
Start over probably.
People say that the girls in this generation are so vain. Why can't they put their brains towards books instead of good looks? I used to blame girls too, be more like a perfect body with a pretty hairdo, and then I stepped out into the world. I opened my eyes to the truth about being a girl. I heard guys say things like, dude, she was 10 times tighter than that girl you hit and quit at Ray's, or I want to pipe your sister someday, or her butt looks like a racetrack with those stretch marks, but at least it's as big as Kincaid's. I never grew up thinking of these things. Don't blame me, but I thought that about boys, that I thought about dinner dates and soulmates, not men who think of me as shark bait. It breaks my heart for every girl growing up in this world. I'm not an object. I have a voice and something to say. Do not assume that I belong to your bedroom. I belong in the conference room, and for anyone who thinks that this generation is so vain, it's because us girls have been held day to day under microscopes. It is like beautiful doesn't even exist unless you cross everything off the checklist. Big butt, big boobs, skinny waist, includes small nose, plump lips, bony hips, hairless, careless, but still has an awareness. In all fairness, I want to be seen as beautiful too. I mean, I do not want to be demeaned. I mean, I am not the same girl I was as a tween. I mean, I am stuck in between a girl and a woman growing up in a world that has taught me to look sexy, get a degree, maybe a little rhinoplasty, but never disagree with misogyny. A world that has not taught me that being a woman is like living in fear that your basic health care will disappear, or that your paycheck might be somehow be smaller than a man who does the same job. If you want to raise, you have to compromise. Show me what lies above those thighs. Boy, please, the moment you misidentify everything is when you forget that 100 years ago I could not even vote. Look at what happens when you try to demote the very bodies that give you birth to you. Please, we are used to it all, and we are appalled, but you see, we don't know what it's like to be free. Equality is not just calling someone out. Equality is accountability, that my brother knows that I am equal to him. So equality is education, from classrooms to courtrooms to conference rooms to computer screens. It is using tech for good, for Me Too, for movements. Equality is truth. It is strong voices. It is breaking through the silence that exists, because silence can't exist if it's not tolerated. It is all for you, changing the future, clearing the path for every woman and every man. It is raising the next generation to know that not any does their voice matter, but it will be heard, and that's why we got the power in our hands, because we will not sit back and nod and smile, and while certain people reconcile the rules of being fertile. Sorry, but it is my body, baby. I may be a young lady, but my parents always taught me to speak out and fight against any injustice of any kind. We will not stop and fight until we hold our light. And we will not stop and fight until we hold our rights for women of every color, size, shape, sexual identity, and place in this world, and that's the truth about being a girl.
hurting and crying, feel so alone, so isolated. Pain and depression, anxiety, threaten to overtake me. People were written out and people change, and history rewrites itself. Hope, what is hope? We need hope. You're weak and small with too many scars for 200 days or more. People were written out and people change, and history rewrites itself. Hope, what is hope? We need hope. Scared, worried, unhappy, confused, wanting hope to end. Feeling so hopeless. Gotta keep my head up and stop looking down. Gotta keep my head up and stop looking back. Gotta keep my head up and stop looking down. Gotta keep my head up and stop looking back. Time to take in the pain, move forward, be brave. People were written out and people change, and history rewrites itself. Hope, what is hope? We need hope. Gotta stay strong, be brave, and know I'm not alone. My pain and hurt is not who I am. Rest will help me become who I am. People were written out and people change, and history rewrites itself. Hope, what is hope? We need hope. Valentine smiling, laughing, new friends, not all is bad. People were written out and people change, and history rewrites itself. Hope, what is hope? We need hope. Time to find the light at the end of the tunnel. Time to share my thoughts, my voice. I will be heard. People were written out and people change, and history rewrites itself. Hope, what is hope? We need hope. I am loved, I'm healing and wanted. People were written out and people change, and history rewrites itself. Hope, what is hope?